Hey guys, as you can see, it's that time of the year again. It's Easter, and I've gone on a little bit of a four-wheel drive trip with my family and the four-wheel drive club. If you hear a bit of jingling, that's because I've got some bells in my pocket from Easter still. Now, as you can see from the little intro there, we made it to the camp alright, and there was a little bit of rain to settle some of the dust down. Also, where we managed to get a campsite at was a little place just south of Ballandine. We found a property owner that would allow the club to stay on the property there, which we were very fortunate because this campsite was very local to Sundown National Park, where we are here now, and also just some other little interesting areas in that place of Australia, right there on the border. So as you can see here, this is it's been a while since I've been out, a bit rusty, so I thought I'd have a crack at this little washout. And I'm sitting here for a bit because I can't really see where my wheels are going, and so I just got a guide down the bottom to give us a point out. I've got my window down. I'm having a look out the window because that washout to my right is actually quite deep. I was a little bit cautious if I had slipped into there, because the car is only just narrow enough to fit in between the track, because there's a bit of a foot or so edge on the ledge there, and then another foot or so more than a foot in the washout. I didn't want to slip in either way. Just at the bottom of this I do slip a little bit. But there's a few more interesting and hairy little situations that this Easter show will have in store for us. We do damage the vehicle. I am going to be doing a little bit of a recap now that I'm back home here when I try and fix that, and I'll show you some different ways you can fix that. I've been talking to a few members of the club who have a few really interesting ideas, like torsion bar connectors that you can disconnect. And just down the bottom here, I'm taking it slowly. Really, I could have probably got out of this situation about now, but the car is balancing very peculiarly really on the edge of this washout. And what you guys also have to remember is the wide angle lens does destroy some of that footage. The roughness of this track, and it makes everything look a lot flatter. You know, this is not that steep of a downhill. It's a good practice for some of the further stuff that we're going to run into very shortly. And I'm down here now, and we'll just cut away to some more interesting stuff. Here we are again, here at one of the 3 water crossings there are. I've already had a car go through this before me who also checked the depth, so I knew that it was quite safe, but it was still quite deep. I felt the water hit the underneath of the body in these crossings, which was a nice experience for me, and I quite enjoyed having the new snorkel on benefit this journey, which I probably would not have been able to do without it. Here we are at the second crossing with a walker coming back, who we meet later on, who took his vehicle up one of the hills we'd done. Now, one of the going to do in the future, I mean, you'll see it shortly, but one of the things to remember with these crossings is that you've got to take them slowly. This crossing has quite an awkward entrance. However, we don't come back through this entrance because now we're on a part of the loop. Once again, it was quite deep. This fella here, he did quite well to get his vehicle back up this hill that ended up breaking part of my car, and we were quite happy with the downhill though. It was hopefully you'll enjoy the footage. Now, this last crossing would probably have to be the most dangerous out of all of the three done. Not mainly because of this side, all the depth, but on the other side it actually gets quite high current, and the bottom is very slippery as well. I do get hung up on a few rocks here, but I am being guided by my dad down the far end. It's still deep enough though that if you stop, the water is going to be able to push you sideways into some very deep water just off to the left of the vehicle. This crossing definitely was walked. You would have to be crazy otherwise. I believe we're just talking on the radio here, that's why we're being held up. But as you can see, that water is flowing quite quickly, and I had to get a bit of a run up to get over a rock that I was stuck on. And it is a bit crunchier around here, and I get guided very precariously right over the top of these rocks here. Now, I couldn't really see what was going on from the front, but apparently there is quite a large rock right underneath my bonnet, and the idea was to drive right over the top of it. As you can see, there's really actually not a lot of room for error here. It does get quite deep quite suddenly, and you've got to go because it does push you off to the side there. And there I had made that crossing, and hopefully you guys can enjoy that crossing as well. This is going to be it for this episode. Join us next week when we take out some of the hills and Rocky River. Thanks for watching. Bye.